Greeting HMC friends. It's good to be with you today. And as always, may the peace of Jesus be with you. On Sunday, we looked at Jesus' teaching on us being the salt. We looked at some of the aspects of what salt places in our lives and did in the time of Jesus. And at the end of the service, Len came to chat to me, for they have just been in the Western Cape, seeing all the wonderful wildflowers of Namaqualand. And he was telling me about a very interesting project where they desalinate seawater to make it into drinking water. This process of desalination is known as reverse osmosis. And it's an interesting concept, but it takes an enormous amount of energy to be able to do this. And in many of the communities where there is a lack of water, there are not the resources to be able to pay for that energy, sometimes even to have that energy. And so there had been advances that had been taking place. And Len was telling me of such a project in the Western Cape, where they have panels that reflect the sun onto pipes where the salt seawater is pumped through, and this osmosis takes place. And so I've been reading up about it. And the reality is that by using the sun's power with the salt water, that poorer communities throughout the world are able to have fresh drinking water at a fraction of the price. And so the government of France and South Africa have been working on this project together. There have been incredible projects that have taken place in India. I was thinking about how the sun is helping separate the salt out of the water. And as we looked at salt on Sunday, the idea of the sun's rays bringing this process took me to John's Gospel and to chapter 8. To the Jews who believed him, Jesus said, "If you hold to my teaching, you are really my disciple. Then you will know the truth. The truth will set you free." They answered him, "We are Abraham's descendants and have never been slaves of anyone. How can you say that we shall be set free?" And Jesus said, "I tell you the truth. Everyone who sins is a slave to sin. Now, a slave has no permanent place in the family, but a son belongs to it forever. So if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed." And obviously the Son, S-U-N, that I'm thinking about in this process is different to the Son, S-O-N, belonging to the family. But that lovely play on words, that the Son will set us free. And just like with the crisis of water that faces our world, the sunshine is helping set that salt free so that people may drink freely. And so too, that is a beautiful picture of what Jesus does in our lives, that the sun sets us free, sometimes frees up the salt where the water cannot be used, and suddenly becomes fresh and life-sustaining. And so Jesus' presence in our lives sets us free to have life-giving lives, to set us free from those things that have shackled us. And so today, may the sun indeed set you free. God bless and take care.